She see money all around me. Not like last week. Girl, you just a thick ass mouth and a snake. Playing when I'm coming for the king. Yeah, do it for my niggas. Rings in the hills and they running for the boy ring. Damn, time when they we are with them young boys feel. I never be killed, that's real, no lie. You can tell it from my pills right now. Don't you wanna fuck me now? Don't you wanna love me down? Girl, you can't tie me down like Ray J said, but no, I'm down. Freaking nigga, show me something. Shake it like you owe me something. Push it on the pussy like a button. Came for a time, fifth time you go. Still getting rowdy in the function. Bitches on my dick like it's nothing. Everywhere I go now, always got shit bumping, jumping.
Hey, nice to meet. Hey, who you be? Down east and southeast. Down the clock and through this beat. She invite me to her crib. I walk in, she say my heat. She said, but I live in the hills. Bitch, that's just the way I sleep. Stop that madness, I'm a savage. In traffic with a Mackie Lavish. Bad bitch, and she Spanish. I'm fire, like all the best. But we get nasty, I'm her daddy. She know a nigga ain't average. Ain't nothing wrong with fake asses. Bitch, turn around, let's make magic. I'm geeking, I'm on it. Don't look at me like you want it. Tell them that we ain't stunting it. Fourth down, we ain't buying it. King of District Columbia, can't come here without a permit. This shit really a jungle, gorillas and the gun.
Some money all around me. I look like I'm a man. Yeah, but I was counting out like last week. Tell me, where have you been? Yeah, came out of hiding, girl. Don't act like I'm your man. You just a fan. You don't hold ring. Don't hold no ring.
Yeah, my side girl got a 5S with the half-ass, but you let them down. But I guess that's how you niggas getting down. I'm so high, I'm like how niggas really getting down. I could never have a kid, then be out here still kidding around, boys playing around. But you really wanna take it now? I got 150,000, and I gave it to the killer. Down, but it down. Fake fuck with me back then, but it's getting hard for you to fake it now. Fuck being rich when I'm 40, man. I'm trying to make it now.
Michael Phelps with the swim moves. Michael Jordan with the tennis shoes. Quavo, I invented you. With the left, with the trap move. Hard to binge, just to ride the rave. $10 million, gotta hide the same. Them try to 100 game and they a shooter. I do this for my squad, I do this for my gang. I do this for my squad, I do this for my gang. It's Zuri from the trap and then a damn thing. The mama she go, mama scope, the mama she go. Whoa, this is stack. She excited, she excited. What? Yeah, wait. Don't. Wait. Mix the scan is dark crazy, rocks and found a dark crazy, rocks crazy, dark crazy, rocks the skin is dark crazy, rocks. That boy on your baby, might just coach. He held that coach. Fit. Why it fit? Coach. One to coach. Faces. Rocks. Finish with the scanners, I went rockstar crazy, rockstar crazy, rockstar crazy. Black bandana sippin', found out I went rockstar crazy, rockstar crazy, rockstar crazy, crazy, star crazy, crazy.
Hey yo. up. You can't be. Miss Ellen tried to drop another. You exposed. Heard your you on. Guess you needed a pap. What type of bum bitch shoot a friend over a rat? What type of mother leave her one son over a stack? Little bitch. Back to back. Me and Tracy laughed at that. They say no. The kings got 6 rings. Dumb. That's why Jane Claire's verse for your album. Nate jury got now. Left the operating table still look like nah. Cause I don't need no. I don't need no.
DJ Nuke.
Yeah. God, man, I'm like, I really gotta eat. I just saw Nick the other day and she keeps getting finer over time. I just know.
Lift my wrist up.
Drake get headliner and Nicki she get final word.
Record him. Like
Switch.
You know what I mean? You can get that to that mic, or you want to talk to that mic? Yeah, because I want. Welcome to Club Plug Radio. Can you hear me? Welcome to Club Plug Radio, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in each and every Saturday from 8 to 10 o'clock. Okay, we're right here. We're going to jump right on in, you guys, okay, because our guest is here. We're going live. We're doing some new things now, you guys. You can catch us on YouTube as the show is playing, and Win DC Radio live as the show is playing. I'm so excited. I have a mentor, neighborhood advisory commissioner, soon to be father, advocate, more great in the building. And I'm so excited I'm blessed that he decided to come on Club Plug Radio, and we're going to discuss a couple of topics. Now we jumping right on in. I'd like for him to come on and just welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, China, for having me for this at Win DC and Plugged In Radio. This is a pleasure. Club Love. All right. Appreciate having you guys having me on this show. Basically, I just want to take a moment of silence because tonight we're going to talk about the violence and the homicides that's taking place throughout our country, especially in the nation's capital and also in Prince George's County, Maryland. So we can't really take a moment of silence for all of those that's lost a loved one to homicide. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, I'm the Advisory Neighborhood Commissioner in Ward 7. I represent 2,000 constituents in my single-member district. I've been elected January the 1st, 2017, and so I've definitely been excited and energized and have a lot of vigor to make some changes in my community. So the city, the streets that I represent, 8th Street, Hannah Place, 53rd Street, some parts of F Street, and of course the Bennett Park community. So I have some initiatives put in place to combat homicides, have some employment opportunities, bring better education to our communities, definitely also making sure that we have resources for our seniors. And so I'm grateful that Ms. China has had me on for this interview for this evening.
Yes, let's Ebbon, let's talk about the violence strictly right now in, well, we can't just say Ward 7. Let's talk about this recent violence that we've been having in our city. You know, you watched the show last week. You know how heavy my heart is for the young lady that should have been going off to college.
Yes.
You know, as I sent my daughter off, I feel the pain of the mom.
Right.
I feel the pain of our city.
Yes.
I feel the pain of having a child that just experienced the things that little girl should have been able to experience.
Right.
Also, me and you lost a homie, a good man, father, and friend that's gone way too soon.
Right.
And I'm trying to figure out what can we do, what's going on in our city.
Well, I'm looking at statistics. I'm in D.C. In 2017, there's been 75 homicides in 2017 compared to 86 homicides in 2016. I feel that no parent should have to bury a loved one, bury their children. I was just with one of my friends who was actually murdered in 1994, 20 plus years ago, and she was 16 years old when she lost her life. So we're still combating the same serious epidemic that we've been dealing with over the last 25, 30 plus years. And so we just need to come up with some strategies, strategically thinking, planning, to be able to combat what's going on as far as these homicides, all this accessibility to guns in our streets. China and I discussed a little bit about this K2 epidemic. So K2 is actually a dangerous hallucinogenic substance. It's more potent than marijuana. It's illegal in some places, and it's basically a dry herbal drug that can be smoked. So we're dealing with a lot of mental illness that we definitely need to identify and address, and try to find some type of strategies and resources to be able to get people those help that are struggling on a daily basis with this K2 epidemic. And so I'm definitely trying to work with some of our churches. Churches should become wellness centers. So they should be able to open their doors 24 hours within a day for a holistic approach.
Well, let's go back. Let's take it back something, Stephen, because we jumped. Sure. Let's speak on one up this time. Let's go back to the violence, and then we're gonna speak about how we, get into the K2, which is heavy in our city.
Okay.
And actually, the world really is going on. It's not just happening in our city.
Right.
And then the mental illness.
Sure.
Someone, I believe, everyone in the family may have someone going through mental illness or know someone or someone.
Okay.
But let's just revert back to that violence real quick. What do you think? Like, is there anything we can do to maybe, I don't know how we reach out to the mom or anything. We wanted to send some, because what else can you do? I don't want to just keep saying I'm sorry for you.
Right.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, I'll try to reach out to some of the Florida A&M alums about even making a scholarship in the daughter's name.
Yes.
And she was accepted into Florida A&M University, and so I've actually talked to some of the DC alumni about maybe having a scholarship in her name. Also, just having a legacy, something maybe from Wilson High School to be able to have in her honor. and also have a day in her honor. I think that would be great for the city to honor her. And also, you know, maybe build some more programs as far as how to help young ladies to, you know, be able to feel, you know, empowered, feel loved, and just making sure that we also do some follow-up with her family,
right,
to make sure that that the mom and the father is doing, you know, taking it one day at a time, but also know that the community is going to have their backing, and that we're going to be there to support her along the journey.
Well, we need to start something in the community, in our city, for all the murdered people that lose their life too soon. You know, do we have like a DC chapter that people, moms or the families get together with that with their families that was murdered too soon? You know, things or something like that. Things we could just think about to try to put in place, or at least talk about it to get something started.
Well, I know Metropolitan Police Department, they have some programs for those that lost loved ones to homicide, so you can definitely reach out to your Metropolitan Police Department about those particular programs, especially mothers that's lost their children to homicide. So I definitely would look into communicating with them, also, you know, meeting with them, because your loved one is not forgotten. And so if the homicide has not been solved, then definitely reach out to the MPD to be able to do a follow-up as far as cold cases that takes place. Cold cases can go back all the way from 25 to 30 years as far as cold cases being unsolved. So MPD have programs in place to talk to moms, talk to, you know, fathers, and talk to loved ones that lost individuals to homicide, and cases that haven't been closed. So, but we need some more resources in place for that as well.
Okay. So, how did you get started in this work, Ebbon? Like, involved with the community the way that you are, you know? Because I don't think people understand that you actually get up on the first day of school and go to schools and be there to greet the kids, looking sharp as you do. You know what I mean? You go to the schools, you read, you bring other men. And when I say men, I use that word the way that I said it. It's the difference between a man and a boy. And I said you have men there that's there to help you read to these children and things of that nature. How did you get involved like that?
Well, a little bit about me. I grew up in Ward 7 Southeast, not too far from Benton Park.
Shout out to Ward 7. I'm born and raised also.
On the side street called Hannah Place. There's two sides of Hannah Place. There's one side on the Benton Terrace side, and there's one side on the Benton Park side. I grew up on the Benton Park side. My grandmother raised 10 kids on that street of Hannah Place. I actually was also raised in that same house, like 20 years later. Basically, my journey has been quite interesting, intriguing journey. Went to school at Fletcher Johnson, where I lost a lot of friends to homicide, and so the journey was pretty challenging. Never had the silver spoon, but losing some of my classmates, you know, to street violence, motivated me to understand that there's definitely a lot of work that has to be done. But I was just praying to God that He would protect me and love me and guide me along the journey to be able to fulfill my dreams. So eventually, you know, I went on to college, Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia, and then I came back and I said, you know, I have to find some ways, some strategies to be able to help my community and help the people that I love the most, that's dear to me. And so eventually I chose this past year to run for the Advisory Neighborhood Commissioner, so I can be more of an advocate, more of a voice, more of a face for the 2,000 individuals that really have no voice. And so I actually reach out to a lot of my brothers, a lot of young men I meet across the journey, networking, and I ask them to come to Ward 7 Southeast to be able to come read to my students. I have a Black Kings That Read literacy initiative where we read to first graders every Monday.
Repeat that again so they can hear what you said.
I have a literacy initiative called the Black Kings That Read, where men across this city can come and read to my first graders at C.W. Harris Elementary School in Southeast Washington, D.C. So that's an initiative to see our young people, seeing Black men, professional careers, goal-driven, that they can actually talk to these young men and young women, young scholars at C.W. Harris, to believe and have their dreams fulfilled. So I've been doing that. This is my second year, and so I'm excited about that. And so any brothers that want to sign up, that want to come read to my young men and young women at C.W. Harris Elementary in Southeast D.C., feel free to reach me.
Please sign up, you guys. Now, any brothers, do you want to sign up? Sign up for this, because this is something that, you know, that these are little things that we can do, and this is not little things. These are actually big things. You know what I mean? Like, these kids will remember that. I'm not even a child. Looking like, oh man, happy as hell, you got me to go back to school. You know, so we appreciate you for just doing that and starting those initiatives in our community, Ebbon. Okay. Stay tuned, you guys. We're gonna jump into soon. Ebbon gonna stay with us. We're gonna come back and we're gonna speak on the K2 epidemic and more about mental illness. All right? Okay. Club Plug Radio, you guys.
Ain't free, I got nah what flag that yeah, I need it all right now. Last year I had drama, girl, not right now. I would never go and chat what we talking about. You the only one I know can fit it all in them. Man, I always wonder if you ask yourself,
it's a vibe with DJ
just me?
Rick.
Is it just me? Or is this sex so good I shouldn't have to me? Is this sex so good I shouldn't have to yeah, double checking on you. You know I never put the pressure on you. You know that you make your own mind up. You knew what it was when you signed up. Gotta run it up. I be out of words trying to sum it up. Girl, you throw it back like one love. Even let me slash on the tour bus. I always wonder if you ask yourself, is it just me? Is it just me? Or is this sex so good I shouldn't have to me? Is this sex so good I shouldn't have to another one.
Between our bodies make me feel like I own ya. Can I feel back up on ya? The distance between our bodies, girl, you whine like a warrior. Put me down in your holster. Distance between us, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Roll tight like crimson. That's how I like my baby. Like I like my chicken, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Closer to me. So much distance between us. Distance between our bodies. So much distance between us. Distance between our bodies. So much distance between us. Hit me on the floor, have me up late night talking like a smooth operator. No control. I need that boom boom right now. Got me in the open like a drop top Chevy in the hood, shit low. But I'm trying to put you in that red. So girl, don't get gon' sign. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Roll tight like crimson. That's how I like my baby. Like I like my chicken. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Y'all come closer to me. Distance between us. distance between us. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Roll tight like crimson. That's how I like my baby. Like I like my chicken. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Y'all come closer to me. So much distance between us. Distance between our bodies. So much distance between us. Distance between our bodies. So much distance between us.
I said I'm deep and I'm fired up. All I want tonight is just get higher. Girl, you look so good, it's to die for. Ooh, that pussy good, it's to die for.
It's a secret society. All we ask is try. All we got is love. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Kenny now, my resume real enough for 2 millenniums. A better way to make a wish, not defending them. I meditate and moderate all of my wins again. I'm hanging on the fence again, I'm always on your mind. I put my lyric and my lifeline on the line. And ain't no limit when I might shine, might grind. You rolling with it at the right time, right now. Only for the dollar sign.
Bad girl, leave it now. Swear, 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 leave it now. On your pulse, I can see the M. Gas on the bitch like it's premium. Hard ass on the bitch, all in the fast lane. Been a bad bitch way before any cash came. I'm established, and the carrots. I'm a name, run the atlas. I'm a natural, I'm a ray.
I'm a savage, I'm an asshole, I'm a king. Shimmy out, shimmy out, shimmy out. You can tell your nigga he can meet me outside. You can give me signal when I leave him outside. Ain't no other line like the one I know. I can be so long lost. I done came down so hard I slow. I know all a real nigga want.
I said I'm deep and I'm fired up. I worked my whole life for this one. Another one, another one. DJ Khaled.
Shining, 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 yeah. All of this winning, I've been losing my mind. Oh, hold on, don't try to slow me down. Hold on, don't try to slow me down, slow me down. And now to make a fool for it. You gon' need a natural spin to lose the boy. Ratchet, you a tool, the boy. Say I'm trippin', gotta say I'm trippin'. I'm talking dirty, but my lips so clean. I'm about to like a bubble car sticker. Better make it smile when you see that big pull up. Money don't make me happy, and the fella can't make me fancy. We smiling for a whole nother reason. It's all smiles through all 4 seasons. Shining, 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 yeah. All of this winning, I've been losing my mind.
Listen, man.
Don't try to slow me down.
I heard you done got you a dime piece, man.
Slow me down, slow me down. Yeah, I dropped the top of the coupe. They try to get at me, ooh. They say I'm sweet just like you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Said everything young, yeah, yeah, yeah. Petty, 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 I'm doing it steady. You see all up on your grill, the boy. Popping off back to my dog, yeah, boy. Came out 97 with it 20 years, boy. All is good, I don't feel bad for it. Yeah, when you see me smile, you can't be mad at it. Yeah, money don't make me happy, and the fella can't make me fancy. We smiling for a whole nother reason. It's all smiles through all 4 seasons. Shining, 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 yeah. All of this winning, I've been losing my mind. Hold on, don't try to slow me down. Hold on, don't try to slow me down. Slow me down.
That thing, fine as hell, thick as fuck. Oh my God, that's my baby. Caroline, you divine, mighty fine. Shawty really know the pie, like a pro.
Fuck you thought.
Holy shit, I'm breathless. It's looking like it's about time to fuck it up. Caroline, lift it up. Don't wanna hear about your horoscope or what the future holds. Shut up and let's go. Gory, like a Tarantino movie. Don't wanna talk it out, can we fuck it out? Cause we gon' be up all night, fuck a decaf. You see I'm a tall thug, guess I'm a G-Rap. If you want safe sex, baby, use the knee pad. Freaky with the sticky icky, baby, give me kitty kitty. Killer, West Side nigga. Boy, you like 98 degrees and I'm 300, nigga, keep your feet running. I keep when I eat these beats, better boy, get scarf. Don't run up in my lane, I don't want you in my lane, you a lame, get swerved. Cause great scenes might be great, but I love your bloopers. Imperfects for the urgent, baby, I want forever. Caroline, don't you see that? I want you to be mine. That thing, fine as hell, thick as fuck, oh my god. That's my baby, Caroline, you divine, mighty fine. Shorty really know the pipe, like a pro. Holy shit, I'm breathless. It's looking like it's about time to fuck it up. Caroline, lift it up. Don't wanna hear about your horoscope or what the future holds. Shut up and let's go. Gory, like a Tarantino movie. Don't wanna talk it out, can we fuck it out? Cause we gon' be up all night, fuck a decaf. You see I'm a tall thug, guess I'm a G-Rap. If you want safe sex, baby, use the knee pad. Freaky with the sticky icky, baby, give me kitty kitty. Killer, West Side nigga. Boy, you like 98 degrees and I'm 300, nigga, keep your feet running. I keep when I eat these beats, better boy, get scarf. Don't run up in my lane, I don't want you in my lane, you a lame, get swerved. Cause great scenes might be great, but I love your bloopers. Imperfects for the urgent, baby, I want forever. Caroline, don't you see that? I want you to be mine. Bad thing, bad thing, bad thing, bad thing, bad
Welcome back to Club Plug Radio. Thank you for tuning in with us. We jumping right back in with our ANC Ward 7 Commissioner, who's dedicated to curbing the violence in our city and in our ward. He's dedicated to getting down to this K2 epidemic that we have going on and combating and discussing and putting on the forefront about the mental illness that we have going on in our city. So we left off with the violence, and let's just jump right into this K2. Do we know where did this come from?
Well, that's a good question. I do know in my community there are a lot of like corner stores and local businesses actually selling K2 to a lot of the residents and constituents that live in the community. So they have a lot of accessibility to purchasing this product. And so if we hold these small businesses and stores accountable, and telling them not to produce this product and sell this product, it alleviates a lot of our issues that we're combating with on a daily basis. So I know for myself, I'm going to certain local businesses and stores and telling them, you know, if you're doing that, then we basically need to shut you down. Because that's unacceptable, and so our individuals and our constituents shouldn't have access to this drug that is basically killing their brains and just messing up their whole mindset, and it's also dividing a lot of families. This K2 is almost equal to what we were dealing with the crack epidemic that we dealt with in the 80s and the 90s. So we just have to find out who's accountable and who's responsible for actually having individuals having access to these K2. And what they call them Scooby snacks.
Yeah, Scooby snacks, Rough and Duff, Scruff and Duff and Maduff and Cuff. You know what I mean? No, I'm real. You know, they have all type of names. They have added things to bring our people in. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You actually had Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo was the character I used to love to watch it back in with Shaggy. They solving this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not where I'm going to get some drug that's going to have me lunching out and have me talking like, you understand what I'm saying? Like Scooby-Doo.
Like Scooby-Doo.
You know, I'm making a joke, but y'all understand what I'm coming from. It's real reality. I know firsthand about it. I have a family member who was abusing it at a time, and you're not right. You're not right.
Right.
And what do? You turn your back on?
No, you definitely don't turn your back on them. No.
You know what I mean?
No, you continue doing the same thing, loving them, but we also got to look at, finding out and researching, if clinics or hospitals have anything to be able to help individuals that's dealing with this K2 epidemic. Seeking help for those individuals. Also counseling, because it's something that's deeply rooted as far as someone have to resort to using that particular substance.
Well, we got one hospital that's for that.
Right.
That's the only hospital in.
We need more hospitals.
Right.
We need more hospitals throughout the whole entire district to offer that support for individuals to be able to come and be able to find out what's the serious issue about why they have to continually resort to using the K2 substance.
Mama Thea?
Yeah.
You because you know how we are. You're very self-conscious about what's going on in this world and things. What do you feel about? Have you seen someone before off of K2, just to be honest, that you know about, or a reaction? And I'm just saying this because have you watched that video? And we're real. There's no bullshit. To be honest.
So right. All right. Well, first of all, before that, let me ask this. Okay, this is what I don't understand about K2, and people using it. When it came out, it was labeled as synthetic weed.
It say do not consume for human consumption.
It was labeled synthetic weed. Now, for anybody who smokes weed, has smoked weed, likes smoking weed, smokes weed every day, some days, what the fuck are you doing? Smoking synthetic. Did you hear what I said? Synthetic. All right. I'm going to use it in a way that y'all might understand. Let's think about hair. Synthetic weave. Is that good? No. You know how you know it's not good? Because human hair weave took over. Everybody wants human hair. They don't want that synthetic shit, right?
I know I'm synthetic.
Connect the line, that cheap shit, right? I know, because that's what I buy. So, what in the fuck are y'all doing smoking this shit? Why are these shops and these stores and these businesses able to sell it to you to begin with? Why aren't you going to just, if you want to smoke, this is what I'm saying, if you want to smoke, why don't you do it correctly? Why don't you get real marijuana, real medical marijuana, whichever one, whichever you rock with.
That's not the case. I mean? You got these people that get put on probation and things like that. I'm not going to get the real thing. I'm going to get sent back. I got this is going to give me another high, not even a whole nother high.
So now people want to be impatient. That's what that is. So you're being impatient because all you gotta do is call your mans and have your mans go get it for you. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to be nowhere near connected to anything. But you people want to be impatient. Oh, I want to get high. I want to get high right now. I want to get high right now. I want to get high right now. So chill your dumb ass out, Mo. Like, sit down, chill out, do something constructive, read a book, clean up, do something. You know what I mean? That you're so pressed to get high. Let me get this straight. You're so pressed to get high that you're going to go get high on some fake shit.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how much sympathy I can have for you. I'm going to want to help you get over that shit. I'm going to want to help you get off of that shit. But it's going to be like that tough love shit. Because that's like, just like how you made mention of the crack epidemic. It's similar to what we went through with crack. This is why I want to say to the crackheads or the people who know crackheads. I don't understand how after the first round of crackheads, there was any more crackheads. Like in 80, when that shit hit, and y'all saw what it did to your people, how in the fuck did y'all continue to do that shit? How did you say, oh, look at him. He in the middle of the street, naked, trying to sell a sock that he already wore. I want to do that too. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's like that with the,
I can't have that much sympathy for you, dog. I did know somebody who smoked K2, and that nigga was retarded. Nigga want to pee in cans while you next to a goddamn toilet. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
okay, but what can we do? But
what can we do? I know what we can do.
Like the people that we know to help the people that we know that's on it. I want to learn about the.
You can start paying attention to them people. That's what you can do.
Try to basically talk to them and do some heart-to-heart discussions with them.
That don't always work. I've been right there.
It might not always work, but I believe that there are some programs that's set in place, but we just have to actually disseminate that information to everybody in our communities as far as the programs that's actually offered on a daily basis, because there are different particular programs that's accessible to those individuals that are struggling on a daily basis, because it's not just the K2, but individuals are actually mixing drugs with the K2. Yes. Some people are actually overdosing from that, and so that's what we definitely have to be mindful of, is that we have to try to find a way to eliminate this K2 epidemic and not have it throughout our cities across the country. So, but again, I feel like that leaders and those that are public figures, they should be able to disseminate and give the information out to those individuals as far as where can these people go that's suffering from this K2 issue and be able to help them along their journey.
How do we get the information out for these places that is offering help? You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm in a situation, I don't have too many resources of things, and if you are already in the court system and they are sending you to programs and you're not going, the problem is still right here walking and around on the street. So how do your family and people that love you, that's not just gave up on you, supposed to help you and get the information out? You know what I mean? Like, we're supposed to just, hello, I have such, what can I do? As
advisory neighborhood commissioners, we definitely receive a lot of information as far as what resources are provided for our constituents, but also you have to hold your public officials, the council members, the mayor as well, to find out what resources that are offered. But we can't just worry about social media to make sure that happens, but we actually have to knock on doors. We have to go to churches, we have to go to schools, we have to go to grocery stores and make sure the information is spread across, accordingly, because everybody's not accessible to social media. So sometimes you have to find other means and other avenues to be able to make sure people know what's presented and was actually given the individual as far as when it comes to these particular situations.
Bring back town hall meetings, get back to the people.
Yeah, and that's what we need to do, more events like that. That's why I said you need to tell the people, do you have any initiatives in place of programs that people can just come up to and tell you, look, I need to have information about where can I send my family, because they tripping off K2. They've been tripping for years. You know what I mean? Or they've been tripping for the last couple of months. I don't even know who they are anymore. You know, or I got my cousin and he been lunching off both for as long as I can remember. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm
you brought up some topics, and these youngins now, it's totally different. You brought up something when you said more drugs. They mixing, they got the lean and they got the in between and whatever else. You know what I'm saying?
Mixing all different type of drugs.
So it's totally different with these young kids that's even taking drugs. That's not regular marijuana. Damn, we can get you a good J pop and be okay, can't you?
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a big issue. That's a big issue. But I'm accessible, so if anyone want to email me, my email is 7e03@anc.dc.gov. Again, it's 7e03@anc.dc.gov.
Say it one more time.
7e03@anc.dc.gov. Gov.
Okay.
So feel free to email me. And if you have any questions or concerns, or if you have any ideas or suggestions, because I don't have all the answers, so please, by all means, give me any suggestions. If you have any resources or any individuals I can reach out to for my constituents or anyone in the district or in Prince George's County, please give me that information and pass that to me.
Okay, thank you. I know I got a couple of more minutes with you. I know you gotta go because he's going to his own fight little party. We want to say congratulations to you. He will be a soon-to-be father, you guys.
Time with the Fatherhood Forum in Prince George's County, and all the fathers across this country. You can make a baby, but in order to be a real father, you got to dedicate that time, responsibility, consistency, and you have to make sure that you stay in your child's life, no matter if it's a young lady or if it's a young man. So your young kings and your young queens, be the best father possible. Our kids need us every single day, not for birthday parties, not for graduation.
Thank you.
and not for all these other,
Thank you.
events once in a lifetime throughout the year.
Or to hit their baby mother just for
Your children need you 24/7. We got to help our mothers and help our queens out on a daily basis, 24/7. No days off as a father.
Yes.
Don't just be around the city just making babies. Be held accountable and responsible for your child. It might not always have to work out with your child's mother, but it's responsibility. It takes two to raise that child.
Yes.
So you have to do your part and live up to that. Because what I learned as being a mentor, the vice principal at C.W. Harris talked to me about consistency is the key. Consistency makes the difference. Consistency makes changes in our young scholars, young kings and young queens' lives. Don't just make promises that you're not going to keep.
Yes. I love it. I love it. Don't just, y'all heard that straight from ANC commissioner. Don't, you're not going to keep. Or Ebbon coming after your ass, okay? We live in a black life here, okay? Ebbon, let's jump right in because I know I only got a couple of more minutes. Let's speak. Come on, speak to me. You know, this is really heavy on my heart. This topic, mental illness, man. Do you have anyone in your family? I know you know of anyone right now that's really struggling with a mental illness, no matter what it may be, bipolar, schizophrenic, all of those are mental illnesses.
I see a lot of young men in my community that's dealing with mental illness on a daily basis, and so you can't just pray for those individuals. You got to find some resources and some individuals and some programs that's actually going to help and support them. Talking to them is not going to resolve the matter. Finding those programs and reaching out to your DC agencies, or if you live in PG County, talk to your public officials about who's dealing and suffering with mental illness. I also believe the churches should open up their doors as well. Because the churches haven't done enough. They haven't done enough outreach. A lot of them have a lot of opinions, but the churches need to make sure they open up their doors. And it's not about spirituality. It's about making sure that someone is taken care of mentally, emotionally. Because if you're talking about spirituality, that's just one component. But we're talking about everything else as far as survival. As people every day, they're struggling, they're suffering, and so churches, pastors, and all these leaders in these church houses, they should be opening their doors to make sure that individuals that need and seek help, that you're available for them. And so I'm myself in my community, I'm going to be talking to a lot of my pastors and those leaders to make sure that we try to find some resources and avenues to open up our doors for those that drastically, and I'm talking about critically, need us.
And a lot of that's what I'm saying, is people that suffering right now critically need us. And I can speak off experience. You don't always have the resources though, Ebbon. I'm dealing with it right now, trying to figure out what to do. To put it loosely without getting so deep into it. You understand what I'm saying? What to do. We've been down this road before. You've been through this program. The courts have mandated you to do this to even be out. You still don't complete it, and you're still out here. Now we about to be in a whole nother situation again. You understand what I'm saying? What do you do? Because you have these places that they sending them, and they can just leave. Okay, if they leave, they don't have to go back in there. I'm talking about, how do you say no? Look, you must stay here, way out somewhere. They have programs like what, West Virginia and places that's not here in the city and stuff like that. You know, and I need to know how do you get the information for those researchers to help somebody that you know that needs the help critically, as you said right now.
Well, email, my thing again is try to email those public officials. Sometimes it might take a little while, unfortunately, but in the same token, myself, I'll do some research to try to find those programs and be able to see if we can identify the situation. But again, you might not be able to solve that issue on your own, but there should be some support groups in place. Should be some support groups in place where they'll be able to help you and give you the resource that you need to help that particular situation. So
I want to piggyback a little bit what you said about them churches. I wanted to say, you opened up a can of worms. So shout out to my sister, Queen of Fee, who has been saying that for a while. She preaches on that, how you need to be spiritually and mentally. It's a whole one component, and she talks about that. So shout out to my sister. And them churches, that was Ebbon, the churches that's watching, okay?
Church where Reverend Keith Battle is the pastor. Serious outreach. I'm talking about serious. It's not about how many members you have. It's about your outreach.
Right.
What families are you helping? What bills are you paying? Right. Who's going to be set out the side of their homes? That's what I'm talking about. Those that deal with mental illness. So shout out to Zion Church, Reverend Keith Battle. That's my guy, because the work, and like my grandmother has told me, the proof is in the pudding. Where he's showing that proof.
Shout out to Johnson Memorial Baptist Church, since we shouting out churches. I do belong to one, if you don't know, you guys. Not just to turn up green, okay? I do have something going on upstairs.
Oh, Johnson Memorial.
Spirituality, I love the Lord. He loves me back.
That's right. Amen.
Amen. My sisters and brothers. So, are you gonna stay for a bit, or you get ready to get up out of here?
Darian Jones, Blessed Life. I purchased this shirt. Out in Los California. Please support my brother. Morehouse College, we work wonders. We build a brotherhood, we network, and we empower one another. So, Darian Jones, Blessed Life, Los Angeles, California.
Shout out Darian Jones for getting that medium to Ebbon Island so he could bring it to Miss China Club Radio. Shout my brother, I live a blessed life, you know. My name is China, blessed by the best, okay? All right, everyone, tell the people, give them all your social media outlets, names of any programs that they can get into right now, you know, and the information where to find you, and you know, everything else.
Well, September the 9th, something else I'm doing in the community is my 3rd annual Morehouse College Empowerment Male Summit for young men ages 9 to 16.
Yes.
At Ward 7 Southeast, taking place at C.W. Harris Elementary. Some of the topics we'll talk about is cyberbullying, the pipeline to college, self-love, starting your own business, the Morehouse College brand, and traits of a gentleman. You can reach me at 7803@anc.dc.gov. Also, anytime on Mondays, you can see me at C.W. Harris Elementary. And so also we have a career fair at Bennett Park Recreational Center this Thursday for all the constituents and residents that live in the Bennett Park community. So please, if you're looking for a job, stop by Bennett Park from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. to see me and Department of Employment Services to see if you can get the hookup on job and employment opportunities.
Evan, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I would like for you to, can you say the topics again? Because I don't think y'all heard the topics that he's going to be discussing with 50 of our young men in the city. I don't think y'all heard the topics. Please repeat the topics because I heard.
Cyberbullying, the pipeline to college, self-love, starting your own business.
Starting your own business.
The Morehouse College brand.
Morehouse College brand.
And the traits of a gentleman.
Traits of a gentleman.
Like maybe once a month, and they're teenagers that are multi-millionaires. So it's never too early to start your own business. Puff Daddy, Sean Puff Daddy Combs, spent 1 year at Howard University, and now he's a Mongol now. Just 1 year of college, and now he's one of the richest African-American men across this globe. So start your own business. Empower yourself so you can have people working for you instead of you working for others.
I love it. I had to have him repeat that, you guys, because who's giving out a free summit like that, you know, in our city to help our young men with those type of topics? You know, they may talk about sports and things of that nature. And I'm not just putting a kick down on sports, but I mean, it's bigger things, more investing. How to be a gentleman. We got these stuff with their pants. Shout out to little cousin.
Hands up, young man.
We don't
pull your pants up, young man.
Hey, I mean, shout out to, give my niece a shout out. Today is her birthday. Shout out to my niece Shantia. Such a blessing.
Hey, Shantia, dream big, never stop dreaming. The sky's the limit.
Yes.
Be empowered, be inspired, and be uplifted. Happy birthday, Shantia. We love you. Win DC Radio.
Yes.
We in here.
So then, all right, and give the people your social media so you can go and get up out of here the wifey and go ahead and watch the fight. I hope y'all put me a plate up.
On Twitter is Ebbon A. On Twitter, Inner City Dreaming at Inner City Dreaming on Instagram, and Ebbon Allen on Facebook. So you can follow me at any three of those particular sites. Inner City Dreaming on Instagram, Ebbon A. Allen on Twitter, and Ebbon Allen on Facebook. Yes. Please follow me. Send me an email. I'm accessible. As public officials, become accessible. Don't just wait for somebody to send you an email. If people see you in the streets, become accessible. Talk to the individual. Show them some love. All we need is love. And I'm gonna leave with this. Dr. King have a quote: "Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that."
Yeah.
Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only the light can do that. Yeah. We have to become love, and we have to represent the light. I'm out.
The love, and we have to represent the light. People, man. Yeah. Remember those words, man. Ebbon, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, yeah.
That was all. Come back to Club Plug Radio anytime. Yes. We appreciated you. I'm waiting for my blessed medium white shirt.
And China needs a medium.
She out there in LA somewhere.
Oh, he'll find her. Nah, he's married.
Hey, thank you so much.
Not trying to stay in trouble, Darian.
Y'all heard medium, blessed life. Y'all heard how to fall on when. We appreciate you. You're welcome to Club Plug Radio anytime. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody that supports Ebbon and his movement, we appreciate you all. You got to love on your people. You all support our people and spread love, give love, be encouraged, and follow into the light. We going back to DJ. Guys, thank you.
It's a vibe with DJ Moog.
In the bitty. Guns up in Rimbo. Box in that bando house. Chopper come from Yucatan. You the man, you the man. Sit up in it, do the man. Don't make me spray it, who's the man? Pop shit, you get pop quick. No boof, it's toxic. Rock roll and rock shit. Oh, she was drawing. Car ain't got no roof. Car ain't got no roof. We be in the city. All my bitches with it. Oh, where your hoe at? Oh, where your hoe at? We be in the city. All my bitches with it. Okay, my young. Hyped up, white truck, big truck, tinted up, round up, and rock, round up. Y'all niggas get trimmed up, and KTL feel milked up, filled up, pull up, I let the jump on you, tell I to jump on you, and come up, switch it up to the left side, cross over, give me some more, and some more, ram balls, I'ma kick up in the clip, watch till my man comes, land man, rank 10, take 9, y'all niggas respect mine, I'ma head on set, I'm 20 like man, down, stand around, walking down, ain't like still walking around, bustin' the Glock, bustin' the cake, niggas tryna get bustin' the face, one in the chest, one in the face, the chain is great, platinum shit, killing this rapping shit, and I'm on activist, excellent, I'm harder than all y'all pussy ass niggas that gon' action, yo, so, car ain't got no roof, car ain't got no roof, we be in the city, all my bitches with it, oh, where your hoe at, oh, where your hoe at,
When I take drugs, I go to the moon. Yeah.
Twin chopper, Sonic and tail. Nigga love when the verse ain't like cocaine. Picky in the brain. Love when the box hit the mail. I love when the player wanna bail. I hate when a nigga want problems, but I love to give a nigga shelter. God protect me from the evil. Take the squad out the cheaters. Streets crawling like beetles, but the stainless steamer keep me clean. You got it out the mud, I got it out the oil. You heard the cash rich niggas on force. On the plug.
If you wanted to, these expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the store, I can get them both. I don't want to choose, and I'm quick. Cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make bloody moves. Now she say, gon' do what or who? Let's find out and see. Cardi B, party where I'm at, you know where I be. You party club, just to party. I'm there, I get paid a fee. I be in and out them banks so much, I know they tired of me. Honestly, don't give a fuck about who in front of me. Drop 2 mixtapes in 6 months. What bitch working as hard as me? I don't bother with these hoes. Don't let these hoes bother me. They see pictures, they say ghosts. Bitch, I'm who they tryna be. Look, I might just chill in some bed. I might just do it to boo. I might just spill on your bed. My pussy feel like a leg. He wanna swim in his face. I'm like, okay. I let him get what he want. He buy me East and Laurent. I got the trunk in the front. I'm the hottest in the street. Know you probably heard of me. Got a bag and fix my teeth. Hope you hoes know it ain't cheap. And I pay my mama bills. I ain't got no time to chill. Think these hoes be mad at me. They baby father wanna bill. Say little bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the store, I can get them both. I don't wanna choose, and I'm quick. Cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make bloody moves. If you a pussy, you get popped. You a goofy, you a op. Don't you come around my way. You can't hang around my block. And I just check my account. Turns out I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I put my hand above my hip. I bet you dip, he dip, she dip. I say, I get the money and go. This shit is hot like a stove. My pussy glitter is gold. Tell that little bitch play her role. I just don't roll in no rolls. I just came up in no rage. I need to fill up the tank. No, I need to fill up the stage. I need to let all these hoes. Looking like a quarter lick. Run up on me, you get hit. And know my bitches with the shit. From New York, it's a bitch. Looking like a quarter lick. Since day one, I been that bitch. Since day one, I been that bitch. Got some hitters in my clique. Looking like a quarter lick. Looking like a quarter lick.
Can't stop a G, bitch, do not talk to me. Diamond start hitting, she swallow me. Play with the rat like Monopoly. Make her say, oh, like my puppy pet. You know that bitch wasn't cheap. These niggas be pussy, they eat what they eat. Show after show, I been counting all week. Lamborghini, I just ordered up 3. Looking like I hit a lick fucking on the batter bitch. Fucking on your daughter, at me high, get the water rich. Pop the hard, but they really wanna take a pic. And they believe I done got rich. Woke up this morning, I'm counting this money. This water drip on me, a fountain or something. Bitches and niggas, I'm mounting enough. I keep counting this money, I keep counting this money.
Run up, get done up. Got shooters ready for a come up. Promise you I didn't luck up. Was grinding all night, didn't sleep till the sun up. Now I gotta pull my shit. Walk around like I'm that bitch. Every nigga wanna hit. Looking like a quarter lick. Run up on me, you get hit.
Yeah.
And know my bitches with the shit. From New York, it's a bitch. Looking like a quarter lick.
Yeah. I bet I put all my bitches on dope. Yeah. Hey. She'll be fucking till the sun come up. Girl shaking all ass on the pool. All ass, all ass, yeah. Pop a perky just to start her. Pop it. Pop 2 cups of purple just to warm up. 2 cups. Drink. I heard your bitch, she got that water. Splash. Drip. Drip. Woo. Splash. Slippery. Whoa. Excuse me. Please me. I'm up. Oh, believe me. Get beat. Cause I'm flexing Rarries. You can bet on me. Hey, tater tot. Fuck niggas on my radar watch. Crack a die, hunter, turn them to some gator shots. I stop watch. Round 10 o'clock. Ride round, get them down. Think it's 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I'm gon' pop. If I don't, I'm back to the pots. I got rocks, big bells, big arms. Stomach gun, come out and play, let's have fun. Big scales, fish scale, big weight, fish, iceberg, ice tray, woo, plug call. Try to front, I don't need it, Pocket strong, wrist anemic, get freezing. Young nigga, pay your deeders. Grandma, Auntie Ebbon, Auntie Nisa, Uncle Bo, Auntie Greta, serve your Perkins. Auntie Eva, she got a pound, she might just serve it. Pop a perky just to start her. Pop 2 cups of purple just to warm up. 2 cups. Drink. I heard your bitch, she got that water. Splash. Drip. Drip. Woo. Splash. Slippery. Whoa. Excuse me. Please me. I'm up. Oh, believe me. Get beat. Cause I'm flexing Rarries. You can bet on me. I'm set. She numbing me, that tongue on me. She forward, no white. Butter her fur, look like the wildebeest. Don't worry.
Girl, I wanna see you twerk. I throw a little money. I don't really think you can twerk. If you broke, go to work. Make that big booty. Can I touch that booty? That booty. That big old booty. Shake that booty. Can I lay on the booty? Mike Tyson on the booty. Come and right that booty. Bounce that booty on the floor. Shit. Shake till you get on the floor. Show me your mama made a hoe. Go ahead, get a little low. Shit. Shake that booty. Shake that booty and stop. Shit. Pop it, stop it, drop it, pop it. If I hit a Lexus, I'm a motherfucking rocket. I ain't got no fucking heart. I can't be loyal to your heart.
Cause my best friend up.
Girl, I wanna see you twerk. I throw a little money. I don't really think you can twerk. If you broke, go to work. Make that big booty. Make that big booty. Can I touch that booty? That booty. That big old booty. Shake that booty. Can I lay on the booty? Mike Tyson on the booty. Come and right that booty.
My best friend up. She finna. Oh, go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Yeah, you better. Fuck it up. Best friend, won't you throw it in a circle? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Oh, yeah. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. DJ Sweet. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Oh, yeah. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Oh, she finna. Throw it in a circle. Yeah. Oh, she finna. Best friend.
to the side, girl, and look me in my eyes as I get between them all night. I'll get you high, girl, and I'ma give your body what it wants. Look back at it. To the side, girl, and look me in my eyes as I get between all night. I'll get you high, girl, and I'ma give your body what it wants. Look back at it.
Nigga on sight, fuck nigga, take that chains on sight, buy that brick on sight, bitch, hit you a lick on sight, ho, charge that bitch on sight, ho, gang banging on sight, bitch, said trippin', I might, smack that bitch on sight, beat that hoe like Ike, ho, spit on that bitch on sight, get that hoe a prison test, ho, bitch, you gotta take it on sight, pump your heat on sight, fuck nigga, shoot your teeth on sight, ho, give me a reason I might, ho, rob your preach on sight, you know I'm a seizure on sight, young nigga round in the stemmer, with a new thick red bitch 19. Her sister fine too, they call her Selena. Mama love me cause I'm gangsta. I got love for Miss Sabrina. Young nigga rock the Mac out. I'ma fuck around and blow your back out. I'ma fuck around and make me act out. I'ma fuck around and throw a black out. I'ma fuck around and shoot you your man. I'ma fuck around and kill a couple of clan. You a back and I can tickles, how you say? Have you ever been shot, nigga? Have you ever laid in the bushes till the sun down on a blank mission? Lil' bitty, bitch, I throw crosses. Bitch want a water bottle, whole drink it out the faucet. Wanna go on a robbery? I might take your life, I might cross you out. I so fucking shit. Shoot around nigga on sight, take that chains on sight, buy that brick on sight, bitch, hit you a lick on sight, ho, charge that bitch on sight, gang banging on sight, bitch, said trippin', I might, smack that bitch on sight, beat that hoe like Ike, ho, spit on that bitch on sight. Get that whole prison test, ho. Bitch, you gotta take it on sight, pump your heat on sight, fuck nigga, shoot your teeth on sight, ho. Give me a reason I might, ho. Rob your preach on sight, you know I'm a seizure on sight.
I'ma go pull me a heist, then I'ma beat all night. I'ma go beat a little bike in. I might take off with a bike in. You rap about shit you ain't never did. I swear when I see you, I'ma spit you wet. Nigga, I do me another bit. Everybody around my felon, I'ma just crack your little man. When I see you, ain't no telling. When I see you, I'm finna be ready. I'ma run down and fool it. I'ma have a big old wallet. I'ma get on your booty. I'ma get in her booty.
Shoot around nigga on sight, fuck nigga, take that chains on sight, buy that brick on sight, little bitch, hit you a lick on sight, ho, charge that bitch on sight, ho, gang banging on sight, bitch, said trippin', I might, smack that bitch on sight, beat that hoe like Ike, ho, spit on that bitch on sight, get that hoe a prison test, ho, bitch, you gotta take it on sight, pump your heat on sight, fuck nigga, shoot your teeth on sight, ho, give me a reason I might, ho, rob your preach on sight, you know I'm a seizure on sight.
Mama there. Welcome back to Club Plug Radio. Thank you for staying with us, you guys. Now, it's me and Mama Thea. Mama Thea is back, you guys, and she will be giving us her treat of the week. like always, we back in effect. But we gonna touch on some of I told y'all my heart has been heavy. We have had a lot of murders and violence has been happening in my city, and it's wearing on my heart. I know I show and try to spread a lot of love and be fun and exciting, but when things is like that is happening and going on, I can't ignore it. Right. I'm one of those ones that does watch the news, and it's so crazy because when I was younger, Grandma and them, I had the news on 4 o'clock and I watched again 5, 7. I'm like, man, cut that off. Right. I'm that mom now. You understand what I'm saying? I need to keep up what's going on. I need to know. I go on, pull it up on the news, and all I'm saying is killings. And I wanted to speak kind of briefly what you, Mama, did, and Lily, so, chime in on it about this murder that we had. I don't know if the listeners you've heard that, and this was in Maryland.
Yeah, this was a couple of streets up the street from where I live at.
That's Clinton, Maryland, right? Yeah. Clinton, Maryland, we had a young man who murdered his sister and his two cousins. Side by side, together in a bed in a basement, and it's been on my mind so much as to what could be going through someone's mind. That's back on my thing about, I don't know if it's mental illness, why I wanted to discuss that, but what could be going on in your mindset that you're even able to go through with shooting your sister and your blood cousins?
Well, speaking from the point of view of the little sister, I can give like maybe a touch of insight as to where this young boy may have been coming from. See, what parents like to do, because they do everything. Allegedly, parents do it all. So when they get chances for breaks and things like that, they will take them, which means the older siblings end up having to babysit and watch over the younger siblings. Now, here's what you have to remember. Children are not stupid, and children are whole people. They're just small. That's it. That is the only difference between a child and an adult. You're small. Your mentality may be a little more free, maybe a little more rambunctious. But other than that, you are a whole live human being. And parents like to forget that. You like to treat children like slaves as opposed to human beings. You tell the child that they have to do what you say no matter what, because I had you. You didn't have me. I'm your parent. You are not mine. So you, in fact, take away a child's chance to build choice-making skills. Everybody always wants to say to a child, well, how come you can't just decide? Because you're not giving that child the chance and the opportunity to build those decision-making skills. You've taken that away from them, essentially turning them into a slave. Now, this is something that will probably never come to light, never be admitted, or saying, yes, this is what it was, she's right. But I guarantee you, in the end, that little boy was tired. No, he was tired. Your
opinion. Don't say guarantee, because we don't know if his family is watching.
Right. Let me say, in my educated and based off of precedent opinion, he is tired. He was tired. He was probably supposed to go somewhere. He had probably been told that he could go somewhere. He had probably been waiting. He had probably been good for weeks. And when that time came, the parent made a decision and took away what he was supposed to do. Not only have I seen it many times, I myself have been a part of it. Stop acting like you own the child, okay? I guarantee you, and when I say that, it's already understood and implied that this is my opinion, okay? But I guarantee you the children were being unruly, because most of our children don't have discipline anymore because parents want to be friends instead of parents. And I guarantee you he couldn't reach anyone.
Don't say guarantee, okay. Mama Thea, because
no, but see, I've already put the disclaimer, so I don't have to keep saying that it's my opinion. When I say this is the way I speak, I say I guarantee, because I'm saying with 85% understandability. not a surety, but understandability. I guarantee you, because I can see the situation. And when you have your third eye open, you see things a little bit differently than the next person, okay? We need to be real about the situations in these homes. It's not time to be politically correct anymore. It is not time to worry about who you may or may not offend by your words. We are past being offended by words. We have 3 little girls who are dead. And if you want to know what the real reason why, it's because someone didn't listen. No one listens to anyone anymore. No one takes the time to hear and see and understand what the next person is going to. And I guarantee this little boy tried to reach out. Because as we stated before when we was on break, you don't just get to a point of wanting to reach for a gun. That is a build-up. Okay.
Yeah, but we don't know. We can't open that thing. I'm just going to say.
Well, you don't know. You can say that you don't know. But me being a whole sound person and knowing what I know,
I understand what I'm saying. You don't know neither because you were not in that home. That's what I'm saying.
I can say the other side. I can advocate for the other side of life. See, everybody always wants to talk about solutions and how we're going to fix this and how we're going to fix that. But how you going to fix anything if you don't want to even admit that there are issues and things that go on inside of black homes?
Right. That is
it's not just, oh, we don't know the family, so we don't know. You know the average black family because everybody going through the same fucking thing. You're just going through it differently. So everybody want to keep acting like we don't know. We want to act like we don't have incest in our homes. We want to act like we don't have domestic violence in our homes. We want to act like we don't have little kids getting raped and molested by other little kids because we want to act like kids couldn't possibly think to do something mean or evil to the next person. Right. Because you think that that kid has no mind. You think that kid can't think because you're the stupid one. You are the one that grew into your adult mind and you decided to forget everything that you once knew, everything that you once were. I'm telling you, there was tragedy in that home and it was a long time building because there's no way that you're going to just out of nowhere decide to shoot 3 little kids. It was a buildup. And I guarantee you, he reached out for help. Kids are always reaching out for help. Kids are always asking us
no kid.
to
That's
help
a grown
them.
ass man, Mama Thea.
No, we're not.
The
kid. Who?
We not. What you talking
We're
about?
talking about the 3 girls in Clinton.
Yeah, but we talking about the grown ass man that killed them. They was not no. He's not no kid. That's a grown ass man. The little on something, Roy. Are you understanding what
we're not talking about? The man who killed his wife from some time ago.
We're talking about a grown man. He's a grown man that was getting ready to celebrate a birthday, maybe about to be 30 years old. They killed his little sister and 2 cousins. That's a grown man, Mama Thea, not a little boy. No little boy in there. He's not a little boy. That's a grown ass man.
That is not what I saw on the news.
Okay, well,
it was supposed to be a minor, teenager. That's why I'm talking about children.
You was losing me
because
the way that's why I was trying to
reported that it was a teenager.
No, it's the grown man. And I'll put it up so you can.
Shit, that make it even worse because you 30 and you thought to kill the child. So that means your problems. That means your problems were long going even before that because you was a 30-year-old man who thought to shoot somebody. That makes it even worse.
Day before his birthday, Mama Thea.
His or the kid's?
Day before his birthday.
So it's his little sister.
His biological little sister and biological cousin. And he 30?
And the little kid is what?
That's why I said it can go somewhere else. So when me and Mama Thea and Club Love Radio is going to do
already, your mama had a kid when you was like in your 20s.
Well, it's not. We're not even going to take it there. What we're going to do is we're going to send our love to the family and our support, because we're not going to get into, because like I said, this type of subject, and when shit like this happen, it opens up a dialogue, discussions, frustrations, you know what I'm saying, things like that. And we could be here all day trying to figure out why or what really happened, but I can tell you I'm angry. We angry up here at Club Love Radio. Me and Mama Thea, we really love people, and shit like that you can't you can't explain. I feel the mother's pain. I feel the father of the little girl's pain. The mother of the 2 little cousins who's probably figure I shouldn't even let my kids come down there for the weekend. Pain. I just want to send the love out to family and say you in our prayers. You don't know what happened, but just our listeners and the people that watch us, just pray for that family, man.
And also, this is a time that y'all need to come together,
man.
The family. I'm talking about specifically
but
the family.
That's why we gonna put the story on the
y'all are
because it has been war.
You know what I mean? Y'all do need to make sure that y'all come together on this one, and do not let the outside world influence whatever y'all may or may not decide to do, be it through authorities or whatever, because people are quick to run off their emotions. You know what I mean? Instead of thinking level-headedly. You know what I mean?
That's
so
a serious
as the family that this is happening to, please make sure that y'all understand this is something that y'all are going through. You know what I mean? So y'all need to stick together.
Yeah, they going through it with
because people will be trying to tear y'all apart on the for real.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna put it up. This is what it was, Mama Thee. We can talk about it real briefly. I'm gonna put it up on our Facebook page if you're not aware of the story, and then you all can comment or give us your comments. If any of our viewers live, if they have anything, how you feel, you know, like I said, it can get deep about it. It can be real deep. What is anybody saying? I can read something? What? Tell me so I can read it. She came in there. Oh yeah, okay, I'm not gonna read that.
But it was another one that says drugs will make you turn.
Drugs. Okay, well, we don't know what the situation was. I'm just saying, as Miss China and Club Plug Radio and Wendy C family, we sending love out to that family. I don't know what the situation was. I know that it hurts my heart and that you got to keep praying. And mental illness is serious. Drugs is an issue. Not enough unconditional love is a problem, and we need to just start doing all of that. We need to spread it and everything. And Mama Thea, you get the regular story, and you'll be able to, you know, we can talk about it later.
Yeah, being 25 is different than being 14. The first information I was given was that it was a 14-year-old, which is why I was going on the subject of children in general.
They kind of going off on my line, but you know I'm all about love.
Oh, it's alright. It's cool. Niggas can make mistakes and have wrong information. It's alright, but it's been corrected. He's a 25-year-old, so that makes it a little bit different.
No, we don't know the ages, but he's a grown man.
No, the thing you just showed me said 25.
All right, before Mama Thea get into her poem of the week, which I have been waiting for, I have missed it so much. We're gonna let DJ Mook hit us with something. Y'all stay tuned real quick. We be right back. Club Plug Radio, okay? Each and every Saturday from 8 to 10, baby.
Pause it live real quick.
I'm the gangsta nigga that ever do this shit. You little whore.
Shoot a rap nigga on sight. Fuck nigga. Take that chains on sight. Buy that brick on sight. Bitch, hit you a lick on sight. Oh, charge that bitch on sight. Oh, gang banging on sight. Bitch, said tripping, I might. Gang gang. Smack that bitch on sight. Beat that hoe like Ike. Spit on that bitch on sight. Get that hoe pregnant test. Oh, bitch, you gotta take it on sight. Gang gang. Up your heat on sight. Fuck nigga. Shoot your teeth on sight. Oh, give me a reason I might. Oh, rob your preach on sight. Gang gang. On sight. Gang. Young nigga round in the stemmer with a new thick red bitch 19. Her sister fine too, they call her Selena. Mama love me cause I'm gangsta. I got love for Mr. Bruno. Young nigga rock the Mac out. I'ma fuck around and blow your back out. I'ma fuck around and make me act out. I'ma fuck around and throw a black out. I'ma fuck around and shoot you your man. I'ma fuck around and kill a couple clan. You a back and I can tickles, how you say? Have you ever been shot, nigga? Have you ever laid in the bushes till the sun down on a blank mission? Lil' bitty, bitch, I throw crosses. Bitch want a water bottle, whole drink it out the faucet. Wanna go on a robbery? I might take your life. I might cross you out. I so fucking shit. Shoot a rap nigga on sight.
Crime bar hoe. Look if you buck. Crime bar hoe. Yeah, it's your boy Lil Scrappy. The Prince of Crime. Yeah, Lil J on the track, nigga. Hey, it's time for all the security. Get around. It's going down.
Yeah, well I'm a cat-toting pistol holding nigga on your damn street. Jumping, bumping, and be crunk off in this damn thing. Doing the bows, I'm back these songs, screaming and bleeding from the nose. And when we start to swing, we make the niggas hit the flow. Ain't no game off in this thing. We be deep off in your party. Call my niggas getting started. And put niggas with the hardest. So if a nigga come and run their mouth just like a hoe, punch him dead up in his nose and stomp his ass down to the floor.
Yo, we knockin' and buckin' and ready to fight. I bet ya I'ma throw them bands on haters, best to think twice. See me, I ain't nothing nice. And call my beat, ain't no stopping. Make you like Saddam Hussein, Hitler, and a time up in life. Like they say they come poppin', and I am acting the fool. I wish I had a wicked crunk up on this crime, my crew. Now enough is enough, boy. Rough and get stuff, boy. Look. much, boy? No, if you buck, boy.
Look, if you buck, boy. Look, if you buck, boy. Look, if you buck, boy. Look, if you buck, boy. Look, if you buck, boy. Look, if you buck, boy. Look, if you buck, boy. Look, if you buck, boy. Look, if you buck, boy. Look, if you buck, boy. Look, if you buck, if you buck, if you buck, boy. Look, if you buck, look, if you buck, look, if you buck, boy. Dropping off from on the stage, throwing pumps like Johnny Cage. All my niggas throwing rides, knocking down the barricade. Feeling when we beat 2 3 MOB is too elite. All these niggas lawless, $3 ain't close to me. Bullets, plus and guns, Randy in your city street. Broken bones, lay along, scattered like a gun. Ducking if you bucking, you'll be ducking if you get too close. In my eyes, you wasn't wise, I think it's time I knock you, ho.
I come to the club, shaking my dreads, throwing these balls and busting these heads. Picture relevant stuff on my residence, best of that go watch for you for lit. I feel a diamond committed no crime, not leaving a trace, not leaving a line. We making it bucking cause I got a knife. I blow you away cause you wasting my time. Stupid ass niggas, I know what to do. I waste your ass, you step to my crew. I'm through with you haters, so watch what you do. You talking about me, then I'm talking to you. You bucking on us and we leaving your place. You busting on me, then that shit gon' get nasty. I'm colder than ice and I'm freezing.
Get some Mookie, baby.
If you buck, but you better come quick. I got some shit out in my trunk, it's gonna make your body look. Hollow tip, busting out the real soon as I hit the dough. Anybody make a fall, move their bodies on the floor. Fucking with no hoes, never been no lanes, man. Ain't never been no pussy, niggas scared to talk to bang, man. Cry my niggas don't be in this bitch. Break red records, I refuse it. Fucking with them HB niggas, you bout to get your wig split. Look, if you buck, boy. 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 Look, if you look, if you look, if you buck, boy. Look, if you buck, look, if you buck, look, if you buck, boy.
Still applies.
Welcome back to Club Plug Radio, baby. Okay, so we have Mama Thea back.
Yo,
you know, Mama Thea, you want to say quick that you got my live a little bit rived up.
I'm sorry for getting Miss China's live ride up. I was under the wrong impression of the age.
No, of the story. Period.
No, of the age. I'm sorry. Did a little sister and 2 cousins get killed? Yes. Then I was not wrong about the story. I was wrong about how old I thought the person was. I thought it was a 14-year-old. It turned out to be a 25-year-old. But everything I said still applies. You just up the age a little bit. Everything still applies. But I do want to apologize to Miss China's Live for having the wrong age. Okay. Because if I had understood that he was a 25-year-old, then I would have came from a young
Mama
adult
Thea,
point
can
of
we
view.
bless the people and the viewers and our listeners across the world with the poem of the week?
Sure, we can bless the
Please,
viewers with
they're
the
waiting
hashtag new poem of the week.
Poem of the week.
So, hashtag new poem of the week. Week.
Hashtag new poem of the week. Mama Thea. I missed the poem of the week.
Nigga, I told you stop fucking with me. I told you stop playing. I told you if you stepped one more time on the ground, you'd be laying. But you ain't hear me though. Guess you thought I was faking. Sister girl all up in my face, cause for whatever reason she mad I'm up in this place. So to emotion she gives chase, and now through actions our souls disgrace. Falling for the setups, wishing for the get-ups, enduring for the let-ups, recover from the mess-ups. Every day, every night, all the violence, all the plight. I mean, goddamn, come on. Shoot him, hit her. What's going on? Stop. The recurring, unexplainable, unstoppable, so obtainable actions that kill us, never heal us. Our blood is spilling and our hearts are unwilling. And I'm begging. Can we above the lowered expectation of our culture, picking at the leftovers of our essence? Can we not be the vultures? Shaping the minds of our young, can we be the sculptors? Of our destinies, can we be the holders? Of our ambition to elevate, can we be bolder? The rate that we are killing ourselves, can we make that slower?
You Snap. Mama Thea poem of the week. Can we make that slower? I like that one. What's the name of that, Mama Thea? Bang Black. No, can't.
No title.
Oh, no, damn, that's how she do it. No title for that one, okay? Thank you so much, Mama Thea. We appreciate you each and every week at Club Plug Radio. For that poem of the week. She'll be back next week, you guys. Same time, same place. Turn up for the Sun Up Show. Stay tuned with DJ Mook, baby. Give us some more tunes, okay?
AMG 63s. I tell all my hoes, rake it up, break it down, bag it up, fuck it up, bag it up, rake it up, bag it up. I tell all my hoes, rake it up, break it down, bag it up, fuck it up, made love to a stripper. First I had to tip her 20,000 once. She said I'm that nigga. I said I'm that nigga, bitch. I already know it. I come with bad weather. They say I'm a storm. VVS is in my charm. That's a Rockefeller chain. I was sending brick to Harlem back when Jay was still with Dame. I'm in for lead, child. I gotta protect my own. Okay. Got a stripper with me. She picked up the chick home. She gon' fuck it up. She don't even make up. She gon' break it up. All my hoes, rake it up, break it down, bag it up, fuck it up, bag it up, rake it up, bag it up. I tell all my hoes, rake it up, break it down, bag it up, fuck it up,
the pink Lamborghini, just a race with China. What the race to China? Just a race in China. Little bad Trini bitch, but she mixed with China. Real thick vagina, smuggle bricks to China. I tell all my niggas, cut the check, bust it out, bring it, rub it out. I'ma do stuff funny and ready. I'm a bad bitch, I'ma bust it open. I'ma go stupid. I don't date honey, cookie on tsunami. All my niggas wife me once they get that good punani. I think he need the pani. I might just let him find me. Never trust a big butt and the smile work the Ronnie. Rep queen like Supreme. Ass web and Nikki. Ass been me and Joe. Nigga run me my dog. This game is freezing like it waiting the cow. Nickname is Nikki, but my name ain't a cow.
I tell all my hoes, rake it up, break it down, bag it up. Fuck it up, bag it up, rake it up, bag it up. I tell all my hoes, rake it up, break it down, bag it up, fuck it up, rake it up.
I'm sipping on Bel Air, my chick from Bel Air, my whip from Germany. I'm cooler than LL. I'm sipping on Bel Air, my chick from Bel Air, my whip from Germany. I'm cooler than LL. I clap me a nigga like pancake. I'm swaggin', I got flavor, I got sauce. Call me Ragu. I love my baby girl, pussy ball, call her Caillou. I clap me a nigga like pancake. Yeah, that away. I'm about to grab the rape. I'm about to grab the key. I'm about to snatch a baby girl and skeet all on her face. I got a feeling that the day gon' be a fantastic day. I'm getting tired of that roll. I think I want petite Philippe. Is either I win or you lose because I wanna sell defeat. And everybody wanna have the sauce. Well, I got the recipe. I'm sipping on Bella cause it make me feel like I'm on ecstasy. I love my baby when I come home. I be rubbing on her feet and she be always in my chest. She hate when I be in the streets. My rims taller than my son. About to drop another one. You think a nigga in the band the way I hit him with that drum? Hey. Sipping on Bella, my chick from Bella, my whip from Germany. I'm cooler than LL. I'm sipping on Bella, my chick from Bella, my whip from Germany. I'm cooler than LL. I clap me a nigga like pancake. I'm swaggin', I got flavor, I got sauce. Call me Ragu. I love my baby girl, pussy ball, call her Caillou. I love her like I love my brother, so I let her be my connect. I put her thick ass in the vet, tennis bracelet on her neck. You know the code that love the flex. Got my mama out the jet, I'm sipping on Bel Air. My chick from Bel Air, my whip from Germany. I'm cooler than LL. I'm sipping on Bel Air. My chick from Bel Air, my whip from Germany. I'm cooler than LL. I pack my nigga like
I'm in a booth right now, right? And I look around and I finally realize that I turned myself to a motherfucking self-made millionaire, you dig? Everybody love me except for one group of bitch ass niggas. Hey, don't play with me, play with your bitch. Let's go. Don't play with me. Don't do that. Play with your bitch. Play with your bitch. Young nigga on some multi-million-dollar shit. Fur coat, half a million, worth for ice on. Lit up like a nigga, cut the Christmas lights on. Why the fuck do you be so fresh, dawg? Why you keep your foot on these niggas' neck, dawg? Cause we at the top, but we really from the bottom. Tell that pussy fuck 'em, and that's how I feel about 'em. Heard your intro.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much. Woo! I enjoyed that show, man. Yes. First day going live, we had to, but that's how families do. You have a little tidbit and you get right back. Ain't nobody holding on to no stuff. People opinions. We have facts. We are a radio show, and that's what we do. We talk about topics that may rather ruffle a couple of feathers and things like that, but we appreciate your support. We always is nothing but about love, and that's what we like to show. You know what I'm saying? Either you love us or you hate, or you hate us. If you hate us, get the fuck on out of here. Because we ain't having that up if you're here. Okay, Club Plug Radio, you guys, make sure to tune in each and every Saturday from 8 to 10. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Follow me, Miss China, on Facebook, China Blessed by the Best Hearers, and Instagram at Miss Far From Basic. And Mama Thea, please tell the people where they can find you at.
What's up? You can find me on Instagram at Empress Turn Up 69 or Empress Turn Up. Either way, it'll get back to me. And I just want to say one thing. All the great innovators ruffle feathers. So if you ain't ruffling feathers, you ain't doing nothing. You heard me? Yeah.
Okay, and yes, DJ Mook was in for the night, and she did.
What's up?
So I'm gonna find you at. Thank you.
I'm very easy. It's the real Mook on everything. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like to say that.
It's the real Mook on everything. We live, baby.
Man, we live. Wendy C is on YouTube, you guys. Just go on YouTube, type in Wendy C. You will see Club Plug Radio. Man, we is live on that ass.
And that
support your people, man. Love on somebody tonight. Enjoy the fight party, man. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. If you're having sex, make sure it's safe. And man, love on your people. Don't be arguing. Shout out to my niece. Happy birthday, Sean C. I love everybody.
Watch the fight party. Don't be the fight party.
Continue to support us. You, yeah.
I ain't gonna spoil this pussy ass nigga, man. Cause we for the science shit. You know, and y'all whole pussy ass team, no nigga. I been sparing your bitch ass for the past 5 years,